Alright, we're running a 25 Neltharus as Mistweaver. Different MW. Miracle Worker and Lightweaver build. Shown here. And then here's my stat priority and gear and all that. This is a pug. No clue what they're going to do. It says going all the way right in on the right. So cool. I don't know how much damage he's going to do. I typically dot these packs. I think he's doing enough for me to go ahead and do that. But I don't want to... Oh, nice. So I got the first bleed cleared off me. I'm going to go ahead and fade. The Evoker cleared the first bleed off of me, and I overlapped that with a Guardian Spirit, but it worked out because then I immediately got the second one. Okay, and we want to use chains. I leapt right into that. Goblin leapt to my death. Okay, and I can just go ahead and probably run back.
Empowered.
Stop casting.
Might have been a waste to PI the warrior there, but I'd rather just get it on cooldown. He's got frequent enough cooldowns to where it'll be fine, and we need to get this guy down, and nobody wants to use their cooldowns because we got a big pull coming up next with Lust and stuff, so I think PI is an okay thing to spin there. Clunk, 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 clunk. So the thaumaturges are the big thing in here. We need to get kicks. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was close. Our kicks aren't super great because we've got both we've got two ranged here. One of them being a Shadow Priest. So fortunately we do have two melee, but yeah, two priests and an evoker for our kicks. Make things a little bit scary with these thaumaturges. It's going to be better once we get out of this area. It's really just going to be about making sure we don't wipe to these thaumaturges. That's going to be the big scary point here. Okay, my Apotheosis is about to proc, so I'm going to try to get some CDR. Can probably fit in one more. That was close. Okay, and PI is up. We're going to go ahead and get just one one Divine Image with the Sanctify cast there to go with my Imperial Blaze. Can probably throw another Sanctify here. I didn't have anything to pair it with though, so that was probably not a good play. Oh, I'm not running Divine Image. Sorry, ignore everything that I just said about Divine Image. I'm thinking last key. You can see how once you get used to Miracle Worker, you don't need Lightweaver. Like, I have not used Lightweaver benefits at all yet. I haven't needed to. It's going to come in handy on, like, some of the bosses. There's some moments where you know, I really need some extra throughput. I'm out of holy words and stuff like that, but like once you get really comfortable with things, you don't need it at all. I think I just cast my first regular heal. So, sorry, I'll play more Miracle or Worker Lightweaver build stuff. But I think that's a good demonstration that you don't really need Lightweaver when you get more comfortable with things. All right. Go ahead and use Shocking Disclosure. We'll get a melee range here during that. Probably better to use that for some trash, but it'll do. Want to bait towards a somewhat near wall. Far enough for everybody to dodge, but close enough so the melee can keep good uptime. That was a good one. And now I'm going to zigzag back this way. Okay, and I'm going to wait until this volatile mutation. I'm going to go ahead and pop some extra stuff here. Chastise, and we're going to use that time to get our... We're not running Divine Image. Playing like Divine Image again. That would have been good with Miracle Worker. What I did there was I waited until the damage hit, and I helped the group recover with some Sanctify charges, which aren't nearly as important as my Serenity charges, and then I used my damage stuff there. Oh boy. Okay, and so now here I'm actually going to use my Lightweaver stuff, because you can see I'm out of my Holy Words now. I'm about to get a proc though. So I'm just using Lightweaver style healing now. Here's our proc. We're going to get our charges back of Serenity. Just kind of spreading my stuff out. There I use Serenity on 2 different targets. And then I think I put Ward on myself there. Defensive, use my Fade here for a little bit of DR. Divine Star, because why not? Yeah, I still have Apotheosis. I haven't even needed it. Okay, we'll go ahead and use it here, though, because I want to have it back up for Chargath. Worried about next patch and all the kicks required? Yeah, that is something that anytime I like jump on my monk or my shaman or something like that, it definitely... Oops, I don't have my goblin jump that I thought I had. It definitely feels bad, especially as a pug healer. There's some moments when I'm, you know, doing like a Brackenhide, for example, and I really want to make sure that cackling the hideous cackle or whatever, the fear, doesn't go off on those war scourges. And normally, as somebody with a kick, I save my kick for that to make absolutely sure, because I can heal through the rest of it. And then, you know, everybody misses it. It's just like, oh, great. Okay, I'm saving my Fade here for actual threat, not for damage reduction. Somebody's going to get a leap here, I think. Yep, there we go. Bobby. Evoker cleared him, that's great. I'm going to soothe this. That's actually not going to do anything. Okay, Fade. Guardian Spirit on people. And there I popped a little Fade, or not a Fade, ooh, Nelly. I popped a Fear to try to buy some time for us to get those chains off, and then I had Sanctify charges, so I went ahead and blew those just to heal us up. I'm not worried about using holy words right now because I know that I don't need them until the phase on the boss. And I've got an apotheosis proc here to get some stuff going. So I've got my serenities. I'm going to use some renews. I think I missed my window, but I used some renews to get... Oh, man. He PI'd the warrior. He's been PIing the warrior. I forgot we have a shadow. So it didn't do anything, but I put PI on the monk. I probably could have just saved it for the next time on the warrior when it runs out. That would have been a better play. That was really bad. My fault. Okay, here I'm going to apotheosis. Hey. Okay. Nice and easy. There, I was just kind of cycling through, using serenities when I could, and then just using light weaver healing. Like, these are the moments where light weaving is really nice. You don't really need it on trash, but the light weaving portion of the build is nice for these bosses. Dragon strike on me. Hopefully the evoker. Yep. Beautiful. I didn't need to use a serenity charge there on myself. I had time because there's no follow-up damage. So when you're using cooldowns and holy words and stuff, it's important to remember, like, what's the follow-up damage. Here I missed my... Ooh, I think I got in the circle there, or hit by a swirly or something. That might be us being dead, because now we don't have enough chains. So that's a little scary. Okay, now we do. Yep. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and use my B-res here. Okay, he got it. Nice. But yeah, when you're using your stuff, it's important to know damage patterns, even as holy, because you want to know what the follow-up damage is. Like, I didn't have to use my serenity on that one bleed because there was no follow-up damage after the bleed is dispelled. So that was a waste.
Empower.
Okay, you got the PI. You got the dispel, so I'm not going to make that same mistake again. As soon as that PI falls off the warrior, I'm going to go ahead and put PI on him again. Okay, and I can't really use Divine Him because I need to dodge swirlies. And that's just asking to get murked. So I think I can handle it just fine without Divine Him. There we go. So really, if you're going to use Divine Him, you should use it in advance before he even does the leap, just to get the healing amp out there. You're not going to use Divine Him for the actual healing. At least I wouldn't. It's too scary. Scary, scary. Drinking, drinking, drinking. All right, and we have chains ready. Is he... Okay, he's doing the big Mongo pull. Mongo bongos. I think everything has enough damage on it to where we can start doing dots. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I was worried I popped my chain just a little bit early there because those phoenixes were still coming in, but I forgot the phoenixes have less health, so it's really not a huge deal. They're going to die earlier anyways. And it's honestly probably better with the sanguine and stuff. I don't know if they drop sanguine. I assume so, but... That's a tank job. We need to pay attention to that. I had my attention last week. Reflected. So here for Imperial Blaze, I am spreading it out. If there's a really high priority target, you can put it on that one target. Here, I just kind of wanted it spread out because I want the full dot duration. So I put it on everything. I just kind of tab targeted through. But if there's a prio target that has more health, then you want to put it on there. But only if you're going to get full value, ideally, out of the dot as well. So here, I do want to watch out. Okay, he's dispelling those bleeds. What I'm watching for here is these dragon bone axes. They suck. They really hurt. So anybody that has a dragon bone axe, I've got to really pump heals into because it hits very hard, and it's very easy for them to just get like 2-shot if I'm not paying attention. So these next couple pulls, that's what I'm looking out for. Dragon bone axe is going on Bobby. It got stunned. We're good. Okay, he's about to cast Dragonbone Axe again. I can see right here. Oh. Just fear him. It was Pierce Marrow that I stopped there with my Chastise. I'm going to go ahead and put Ward on the Warrior. Oh, he reflected it. I didn't need to do that. I figured since he was in melee range, it was best to put it on him. But he reflected it, so not necessary. I'm going to try to bait these pools out here. Pretty sure that's how that works. If not, then whatever. Bait some swirlies out here. No damage coming for a while until the next fuselage. Fusillade, whatever. So it's a good time to get out some damage. Okay, he's dead. Let me go ahead and go in here for some Holy Nova. Holy Nova! Oh, I got a proc. Nothing to spend it on. Feels bad. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and use dots. That was an accidental Guardian Spirit, but it worked out. It's Fat Finger. Funny Fat Finger, though. Let's Shift R. It's not an easy button to Fat Finger. So here I'm putting all my Holy Fires on this high health Iron Torch here. You can see I still have 20 seconds of the dot. You can see how it is easy to lose value on Imperial Blaze if you put it all on one target, if that target's going to die. Most of the damage that's important comes from the initial damage, but, I mean, wasting the dot damage it's a waste, so. And I apologize about keeping up with chat. Since I got my new computer, I don't have a second monitor. All of my extra monitors are too old, and they don't have an HDMI cord. So unfortunately, I am using my laptop, which has a pretty small screen, as my chat monitoring thing, and I've got it split between YouTube and Twitch, so they're extra small. Whereas when I get a second monitor, I'll be able to have it aggregated in Streamlabs. It collects both of the chats, which will be very nice. But I can't do that on my second computer. So I have Imperial Blaze. I'm going to save it for this next pull. Would you say that DI has more value as a DPS? Oh, we're pulling all of this. Okay. It's go time. So here I'm a little caught off guard, so I'm using... I didn't need Apotheosis there. But it's okay. It's going to be fine. I do want to make sure that I actually get good value out of this, though. This is kind of a scary fight for Holy, so I gotta make sure that I'm being wise with this. Ah! See, I just wasted my Divine Hymn. I cast it and I immediately had to cancel it.
Empowered.
Nice, we canceled that. Gonna use my, whatchamacallit, my Shadow Fiend for some extra mana. Here I'm getting ready for the next bit of damage. I've got both of my Serenities ready. I'm gonna use it on myself, use it on the Shadow Priest, and then we're gonna start using Lightweaver healing on everybody else. They're out of line of sight. I can't really take advantage of... Can't really take advantage of Holy Nova in this fight. We do have 2 battle reses, so he's coming up. He's low, he's out of line of sight. Like, got nothing here. If I wasn't comms, I'd be telling him to pop a health pot, but gotta make do. Apotheosis proc, that's gonna be life-saving here. Literally. So I want to end this with both of my Serenities at a minimum. Very nice. Get my damage out real quick. So there, I desperate prayed myself. Don't go out of my line of sight! Shadow Priest. Okay, and we're gonna use Symbol of Hope here for everybody's defenses. Woo! Little close. Okay, and we got Apotheosis. Life is good. Best repair myself. Yeah, we're riding easy now. Cool. Good stuff. Yeah, no DI. That must have been at the beginning of the key that you were saying that. It's on autopilot for DI. Would you say that DI has more value as a DPS bonus than as a heal bonus? So it's that it has any DPS bonus, I think, is the key. Is it necessarily better than living Lightweaver? I don't know. But like I was saying, a lot of the dungeon, I haven't needed Lightweaver at all. So with some more intentional usage on my, holy words and stuff like that, I could totally get along without it, especially with the extra healing that comes from Divine Image. So I don't know if it's necessarily that DI is more of a damage concern. It's just that it's just as good of a healing concern, and it's, for the most part, passive, and it doesn't have conflicting playstyles. Like, it's nice to have both Lightweaver and Miracle Worker, but it's, once you're used to it, it's not really necessary. You don't understand what it does fully. So anytime you use a holy word, whether that's Chastise or Sanctify or Serenity, healing, damage, whatever, it summons that little Naru dude, and he has an extra ability that he'll cast that's similar to the ability that you cast. So if you use a direct target heal, he'll also heal that target with a direct target heal. If you cast, like, Divine Star or some kind of AoE heal, like Prayer of Healing or something like that, he will cast an AoE heal that hits all allies and stuff, 5 allies. If you use a damage ability like Smite, he'll use a direct damage ability on that same target. So it's pretty much just bonus value for, I think it's like 10 seconds after you pop a holy word. And then what it does is it stacks. It doesn't refresh the duration. So say, for example, you pop one holy word and you got 10 seconds, and then 2 seconds later you pop another holy word. you'll have double benefit for, what is it, like 8 seconds, and then 2 seconds on the second one that you popped. You'll only have 1. I think I mathed that out. Sorry, that was wrong on stream, but you get the point, I hope. It doesn't refresh the duration, it just... Oh, I overlapped the PI there. So that's why I was paying attention to it, so that I could get... so I could get extra benefit and stuff like that. So while I had, you know, 2 or 3 procs or something of that, of the Divine Image, I wanted to use all of my big damage abilities. Okay, so here we're a little scary. Here's the big damage. I got the charge. Dang it. Okay, we're dead here. Okay, nice. Didn't have to use mine. The charge sucks. So I'm not going to use that unless I have to, because that is a death sentence.
Have some trinkets.
The key with the charge, or at least what's worked for me, is not being super greedy with it. If you panic and you use it right away, a lot of times you'll go right into a swirly. But if you wait for a moment for the swirlies to dissipate, you're usually okay. You just have to be a little bit more tactical than you do with the other ones. Okay, and we'll pop the Osis here. Nice, didn't have to use it again. They're really good about getting these, so I'm just going to sit on mine. Unless it's an emergency. I'm using my Imperial Blaze procs, or whatever, charges on the boss, because that ad was going to die too quick. I have a little bit longer on my Apotheosis, so we're going to go ahead and try to get one more Serenity refresh. We got it. Nice. Okay, and we'll dot up the Ember here. It's on me. We'll go ahead and fear him.
An embarrassment of riches.
Okay, and we're going to prep this with the Divine Hymn. There we go. So there we... Oh!
Empowered.
Oh, I overlapped... Freaking A. Overlapped PI again. I don't like running with a Shadow Priest. I have to pay attention. Okay, and let's just blow our stuff. Imperial Blaze! Go, go, go! Nice. So you can see my damage difference between the last key and this key. Like, granted, this key has the chains and stuff like that, so it's not... It's going to be less damage regardless because I've got all those, but the chains are taking up my opportunities to do damage. But you can see right here, 26k compared to my last one, which was 30 something. Neltharus was 39, so quite a bit more. So you can see the damage benefit and why that would be a big deal in people that are pushing super high keys. But as far as the healing and damage breakdown, I believe was the same as the Neltharus, or Neltharian's Lair. Yeah, Holding Fire, it's almost exactly the same. Look at that. My Shadow Fiend did a little bit more damage, but damage breakdown was exactly the same. Is that right? I don't think that's right. That can't be right. It's too similar. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So pretty much the same damage breakdown, except you're adding in that extra 10% from Divine Image. And then my healing breakdown, this was from the Neltharian's Lair 24. And then this is from the current. So very different. A lot more Serenity healing with the Miracle Worker DI build. And then here in Neltharus, you can see Prayer of Mending got a little bit more value. There's just a lot more ticking damage in this dungeon, so with the bosses I could see how that would be it, but adding in the heal and stuff like that, so. But that was the Miracle Worker and Lightweaver build. DI just has more potential. Is min-max, yeah. Plus the bonus is passive, so you gain HPS and DPS passively without the use of global cooldowns. Yep, and that is a good analysis.